What is up, A team? Welcome back. Awesome here. Hope everyone's having an awesome day, or not, depending on what, but I hope it is awesome. And yes, we're back at today to talk more about crypto, to talk more about the markets. The markets have been up and down, but this last week it's obviously feeling a little bit better. We've hit some pretty bad bottoms. Now we're working our way back up. The biggest question out there is, what market is this? Like, what market are we actually in? Are we in a bearish market? Are we in a bullish market? I guess, are you bearish? Are you bullish? There's a lot of those questions out there. I think that it's actually mixed reviews. There's so much data showing that we should be bullish, and then there's a lot of data out there that shows that we should be bearish. It's kind of a mixed result. I'm going to share a lot of that with you today. But some positive news came in that we'll cover today in regards to just the overall economy, where things are going, where things are heading. I think we have a lot of positive things to look forward to. Maybe I'm a little bit more optimistic than maybe most, or maybe I should be. I guess I tend to be a little bit more bullish than bearish, just because I think that things are kind of lining up to be that way. We're seeing a lot of levels that have been reached that we see in the bear market. So there's just a lot of those things out there. On top of that, it's better to wake up and be happy. I mean, it's nice to wake up and actually see that Bitcoin's back up from where it was, to see XRP and things actually coming to fruition. Like, yeah, it might not be at the levels that we all anticipated or we hoped to see maybe in October and November, but it's getting there, right? Maybe a slow climb. Maybe that's where we're at right now. But before we jump into Dual, I do want to say what's up to the A team. Sorry, I got a little thing there. I want to say what's up to the A team. We got my batch in the house here. Just Maui. What's going on, dude? We got BP Polar. What's up, Kohler? Good to see you, man. Corey Hobbs. Shannon. What's up, buddy? We got Alpha Planet. What's going on, man? Appreciate you guys all being here. We got Tim Shea. We got the Mayor of Crypto in the house here. What's up, my guy? Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Chris in the house. What's up, bud? What's up, Chris? What's up, Anthony Hawkins? Good to see each and every one of you guys. We got Alexi, Cuckoo going on. What's up, Pipeline? RPM. Hey, Travis. What's up, Travis? A long time no see, buddy. Hope all is well, my friend. Ollie, what's up, man? B May's in the house here. Sir Jeremy Scott. Appreciate each and every one you being here. What's up, Craig? Good to see you, man. Eugene. Austin, we're getting those rewards from Cent. Yeah, they're coming in, dude. Jen, what's up, Deb? Good to see you, Deb. Gen X Deb's in the house here. Romeo. Trent. We got Trent. Tony Punch. XCL Mafia. What's up, buddy? We got Andrew B. What's up, Andrew B? Good to see you, my guy. What's up, guy? Hope all is well, buddy. Well, let's jump into it. If I did miss some of your names, I am sorry. It's no personal. Just scrolling through. Griff, good to see you, man. Let's jump into it. We've got some things to cover today. I think, again, markets are looking actually pretty decent for the most part. We are kind of flat over the last 24 hours. I mean, we're not down. We've actually stayed flat. I will admit this coin market cap's token up top here being like the number one up here. Get that stuff out of here, coin market cap. Like, we don't need your 20 index ETF, being on top of Bitcoin here. It kind of messed me up this morning when I was looking at this. But side note here, Bitcoin, again, kind of flat, right? Down about 0.95 over the last 24 hours. Really, I mean, where we were at 24 hours ago from yesterday, we were at the same exact levels we were before. I was hoping that Bitcoin would get back into the 88, 89 range, maybe even the 90,000 range by the end of this week. We'll see what happens here. We still got an early week here. Ethereum sitting here around the 29, same level as it was yesterday. XRP's come down slightly, sitting at that 225. It's down to 219. I did say last night on stream that I was thinking that XRP could come back down to like 216 marker. Hopefully bounce off the 216 and make a nice little recovery there. Obviously, the ETFs that have come out for this, still looking good, looking strong. Dogecoin ETF did come out today. A little bit, the volume's been a little bit down on that one, but still looking very positive. Also, our baby Hedera over here still sitting around the 20 marker, back below the 15, hovering around that, down 3% over the last 24 hours. It was 15 at 10 o'clock yesterday, about 24 hours ago, now down to about 14.39. So still some buying opportunities here. Positive things here with the stock market. Stock market bounced back. Stock market was actually kind of mixed this morning. I don't know if you guys were watching it, but stock market was definitely mixed. Now we're seeing the Dow rally up over 500 points, which is crazy. Obviously, this is the hopes of a rate cut. The rate cuts are coming here. I mean, it's most likely going to happen. I mean, everything's kind of pointing that way. It's crazy that a week ago everyone was like scared. Markets were freaking out. Chance of a rate cut was at 49%. People were losing their mind. Now it's back up above the 80% marker. We'll take a look at those. You can see the SP 500 is at 45 points up and NASDAQ's at 78. Obviously a big fight with NVIDIA, Facebook, Meta. Everyone in AI is fighting against each other, and they're all going on X to yell at one another. I'm sure you guys have been seeing a little bit of the feud on X in regards to NVIDIA and Facebook, right, or Meta, in regards to the fight over the AI battle. But Nvidia's coming out with some pretty strong elbows. I'll say that, dude. So as you can see right now, the Feds is showing 82. This was around what 70, 79 yesterday. Now it's 82.7. So I mean, very high. It's very likely. I mean, very, very likely. The good thing here is that this is never wrong. The Fed watch tool is usually always right. That's the crazy part about it is it's I don't think it's ever missed since I've been here. And right now it's sitting at 82. So most likely a Fed rate cut's coming, which is what we need. People are actually calling for a bigger rate cut than 25 basis points. People are calling for 50 basis points. Some people are actually calling still for 100 basis points. Trump's calling for 100 basis points, if you guys aren't aware of that. As you guys can see right here, and this is the reasons why, we see a December rate cut on its way because breaking September PPI inflation rises at 2.7% above expectations of 2.6. Core PPI inflation fell to 2.6% below expectations of 2.7. Kind of funny how that works out. PPI inflation remains less of a problem than the weakening labor market. So what does this mean? This means that obviously rate cuts are on their way. Also with that, you have good old Secretary Bessent up here saying that most likely Trump is going to announce a new Fed chair before Christmas. I don't know what this is going to do for the markets. This actually might be good for the markets to know who the next Fed chairperson is. As you guys know, Jerome Powell will be retiring I think it's in May. I think his retirement starts in May. I haven't actually fact checked that, but I think Jerome Powell steps down. I think it's in May, right? Isn't it? Steps down. Step down date I think is May. Yeah, May 25th. I was right. Okay, so I'm not that dumb. May 25th. So I was right in the right boat there. May 25th. But looks like they're going to be putting in a ghost chair, which again was like this big thing that they talked about. I don't know if it's going to make any impact out there, but it is going to have a guy out here who's going to be taking over Jerome. And if Jerome says something, he says, well, that's not really the case. People might tend to lead with the new chairperson because that's who is going to come down and probably calm these markets. I mean, I think that's probably going to be best. I think that's going to help calm the market. So this actually could be good. Some people might think that could be bad. I don't think so. So we'll see what happens though. Kind of excited to sort of see who the new Fed chairperson is. Obviously that person is going to be in Trump's back pocket. And if Trump says we want 100 basis points, we're probably going to get 100 basis points. Like that's just what's going to probably happen. And, again, people might not like that, but I mean that's kind of where we've gone to. So I did put a poll out there on the channel here on whether you're bullish or bearish. I'd like to hear where the A team's at in regards to whether you're bullish or bearish. Also, right here, great news. I mean, we've been seeing this all along, but I think this is still one of the best things out there. Is a peace deal between Russia and Ukraine. I know it's been going on for a long time, but I mean I think globally this is really good. If we can get this before Christmas, if we can get this before December, I mean this would be phenomenal. I think this is good on all levels here, not just because we get to save people's lives. People aren't getting oofed out there. I think it's just good overall. Like this is just really good stuff. I mean, we want this. I want this. This is what I voted for. I voted for a peace deal for Ukraine and Russia. I think there should be no wars. That's just one of my true beliefs here. So this is great for me. I love waking up and reading that. Hopefully they actually do follow through with this and agree to a full term. But we'll see here. Now, I'm going to start with the bearish news. I want to start with bearish news and bearish metrics and then go into the more bullish metrics just because I think that there's less bearish metrics out there than there are bullish. But I think it's important that we actually look at the bearish side of it, look at both sides, and then make a determination on where we're at. So, XCL Mafia in the house here. Yeah, appreciate XCL. XCL's in the house, man. Dude, that Sentinel is doing insane stuff. I'm going to be honest with you guys, man. Sentinel is doing phenomenal. The pre-sale is doing crazy. I know people are all bent out of shape about XCL. I get it, dude. People are, some people are probably selling some XCL. I'm not selling my XCL. I'm going to keep holding my XCL. I do think that, regardless of what happens with Sentinel, it's going to come back. Like money's going to flow back into XCL. And so these levels that where they're at, I think that money's going to come back into it. So there's no desire for me to get out of my position that I'm in. And so, yeah, we're going to be sitting here with Sentinel. I'm going to be injecting more money into a Sentinel today. Pre-sale has been going crazy. it reached over $500,000 in 24 hours, which is crazy to see that. You got to think it took 22 days for Acceler to reach $500,000 raised. It took 24 hours for Sentinel. So just shows you the power of Sentinel. I think that it actually has a really good business model. It really does. Just go read the business model. You might not like it. You might not like what it's doing, but just read the business model and see what it's doing and see that it's already actually distributing rewards in a pre-sale side. Bots moving. The bots created the bots out there, or bots. I don't know, but it's working. So yeah, shout out to all you guys. You guys are awesome. So with all that, let's jump into some of the bearish news here. As you can see right here, I've said this before, that when BlackRock starts selling, Grayscale, all these ETFs stop selling, we will actually have a better return in the market. unfortunately, you can see here that in both October and November, BlackRock Bitcoin ETF sold roughly $2.2 billion of BTC just in November. This was the biggest outflow by far since launch of these ETF outflows. I've said that, these institutions are now controlling the markets here. True. It's a true statement, dude. And this will, the bleeding of the markets will not stop unless this selling of Bitcoin and Ethereum or this ETF stop as well. These are kind of like the indicators for people, like, hey, if I see that BlackRock's selling, like, I'm going to sell. Like, they're selling the top, so I'm going to sell the top. I've always said this before, and I'll say it again, that follow the whales, dude. Follow the whales. If you're out here day trading, swing trading, you're following the markets, you're trying to put hedges on your, any of that kind of stuff, just follow the whales. Follow what the whales are doing, dude. And it's very clear on chain what they're doing here. And as you can see, unfortunately, I mean, this just came through roughly this morning, that, BlackRock just sent another 4,471 Bitcoin worth about 390 million to Coinbase Prime. What does this tell us? We know that this is most likely going to sell in the markets. And, that's kind of what was happening earlier this morning here, was that we had a little bit of a sell-off here with Bitcoin. Bitcoin did come down because of what we saw here with BlackRock. I mean, this is the negative side of it. This is what pushes things bearish here, is these institutions selling. It happened with Grayscale. When the first ETF came out for Bitcoin went crazy. Then Grayscale was just selling day after day after day, had crazy sells. Bitcoin was just going down, and it was like, when is this going to recover? And here we are. You know what I mean? So, like, that's just kind of what it is. So just realize that we will continue to be bearish as long as these institutions continue to sell. But that's just simple as it is. I mean, they're just going to continue to take profits, continue to drive the markets down. And that's kind of where it's at, dude. And then eventually they're going to buy back in and everything's going to go crazy. It's going to have a massive bounce back. But a lot of us are kind of waiting on when there's the bottom. When are they going to be done selling? And none of us know. The only person actually probably knows is the people within the inner circle of BlackRock, Grayscale, Fidelity, and all those. But with all that said, there is a risk reward setup that only appears every few years. And right here is this called the Sharpe ratio. And this has collapsed back down to the zero line. And anytime that we actually come down to the zero line, so this is actually bearish because some people think like, oh, we've hit bottom. Well, unfortunately, when you actually come down, there's only been one time down here where we've actually hit this level and we bounced back. And that was actually in 2020, right before the pandemic. We came down, hit these levels, and we had this massive bounce back again. And that's where we actually hit some extreme levels up here. That was back in 2020. Here we are in 2025, coming back down and hitting this level again of zero. The previous two times that we came down and hit these levels, we actually went even further, and we went further down than we saw before. Right now, we're actually at the zero marker. So we do have an opportunity to bounce back from this. There has been one time before, back in 2020, where this happened, and we ended up going up to all-time highs. The question is are we at that same 2020 level, or are we back at this 2022 level and or this 2019 level? Because each time those actually hit, they fell through. And, we ended up hitting some pretty significant lows. I mean, Bitcoin went back down to like 3,000. Over here, Bitcoin went back down to like 2,500. So I don't know what's going to happen here. I don't know exactly where this goes. But what we're seeing here on the Sharpe ratio and everything like that is that, although this is actually in a positive side, we potentially have some further, more downturn in all reality. Based off this, unless we hit this 2020 level right here where we bounce off it and we do all-time highs, which is a lot of what people are expecting. A lot of people are hoping that that's actually what we're hitting off here, because that's what we want to see, right? I mean, if you're bullish, you're like, okay, well, I see the other side of it. But there is a massive bear staring right up front of us right here, right? Last time these hit, boom, down. Last time these hit, boom, down. So just realize that. I did want to put that out there. I think it's important that we share both the bullish and the bearish side of it. I'm waiting for XTL to pump to exchanges, some XTL to send. Yeah. Moto 18, what's going on? Thanks so much for the $10 super chat. When I got XCL, I couldn't sell it because used per wallet, couldn't read it. I saw my amount of tokens, no money amount. So which wallet should I use for that? No, I like to use SafePal. SafePal and MetaMask are my two biggest ones. If I'm using desktop version, I'm using MetaMask. If I'm using my phone, it's SafePal, dude. Like, SafePal is the way to go, dude. I like SafePal wallet. It's very easy to use. I like it a lot. So I use Pure Wallet for both, works fine. Okay, Anthony. Yeah, so Anthony doesn't have me. Austin on the XCL. Yeah, I mean, like, with the XCL side, dude, like, you got to decide what's best. I mean, if you want to sell it, if you want to hold it, you wait for it to pump. I mean, I think that the good thing is that at least with the XCL side, is that the XCL side is going to eventually burn back up. You know what I mean? So, JL 4483. Relax, dude. Relax. What about Trust Wallet? I'm not a big fan of Trust Wallet, dude. I'm not a big fan of. You know what? Trust Wallet's been kind of finicky for me. Like Coinbase Wallet, Trust Wallet. I'm not a big fan of those, dude. To be honest with you, I've been buying and borrowing with the Bears and DC and with the Bulls. That's what I'm talking about. I'm a bull born in a bullish community. I'm not a bull or a bear. I have bullish and bearish strategies working together. There you go. I like that. I went from 1,500 to 50,000. We needed that bad, and I could sell it. It was a real bummer. You should have Moto. You could have taken that and just taken the seed phrase. Just take your seed phrase, bro. You take your seed phrase from Pure Wallet and just upload it into SafePal. Mirror your wallet from SafePal to Pure Wallet, and you'll be able to have access to it. So, how would you sell Sentinel once those tokens are in your MetaMask? Just swap for ETH. Yeah, just swap for ETH, or put it on the wherever they launch. Uniswap. I mean, it's Ethereum, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna be Uniswap. Come back to Austin saying relax. Oh, just you got a good old Dave in the chat here saying I'm gonna screw people. Dude, people that bought XCL pre-sale made a lot of money, dude. They're still up positive. So to say that it's a scam is crazy. But hey man, if that's what you want to come on here and talk about, that's fine, dude. It's all good. They're coming after you first. Okay, bro. I mean, I'm here, dude. I'm here. Everyone needs to take self-accountability. Obviously, jail4483 can't take self-accountability in crypto, so probably you shouldn't be in crypto, bro. So, maybe try to stay out of crypto then if you can't take self-accountability for your purchases, dude. Maybe that's the first step you should take. Maybe maturing yourself. You know what I mean? Maybe have a little bit of some maturity. Maybe that's what you should ask for Christmas. It's not dude. We're talking about crypto, bro. I love this guy. Someone's salty, dude. Someone pissed in his Cheerios today, dude. It's all good. Dude. So now that we talked about the bearish side of it, let's talk about the bullish side, because there's actually a lot of bullish stuff in the markets here. And the first one is CoinGlass. So as you guys know, there's actually a bull market peak indicator out there. If you guys don't know, go actually look at these things. It's on CoinGlass. I mean, this is free to go out here and look at this. But what's cool about this is that there's metrics out here of showing like when the top's going to be in, right? The best part is that like you have these indicators, and there's tons of these indicators. I mean, there's bearish indicators, there's bullish indicators, but what's crazy is that usually a majority of these actually hit in a bull market. You know what I mean? So right now, some of these actually haven't hit. The closest one we have right now is the Bitcoin short-term holders got up to 97.9. You got the Bitcoin long-term holders up to 95.8. You got Bitcoin dominance sitting here at 89. So some of these metrics haven't even fully peaked out yet. 3 of them are close. 4 of them the Bitcoin trend indicator is also close as well. But go follow these. What's cool about this is none of them actually have hit yet, says hit or not, and none of them hit. Usually majority of these actually hit when we actually peak out. So start to follow this. I think this is actually a really good thing. It's called the bull market peak indicator. It's on CoinGlass. So go check that out if you haven't downloaded CoinGlass. Go do that, dude. Hey Austin, you see, Hassan in front runner for Trump's Fed pick. Did he actually say that he was the? Why do you even respond? It's fun, dude. I have fun with it, man. You gotta have fun. You gotta respond to everyone. You gotta respond to the haters. You gotta respond to the people that love you. You gotta respond to it all, dude. Like it's fun. I'm even sweating it, dude. Thank you, Austin, for everything. Haven't seen a single XCL since the pre-sale. Yeah, I'm with you, Alexi. I'm with you, dude. Sounds like you're having fun, Austin, but you gotta have some fun. No, I only take accountability. I make money. If I lose, I blame people. Made more money on XCL than I made all year on all bags. That's pretty crazy to think, right? So some people made a lot. You know what I mean? Dude, you got to have some fun in this space, right? You can't always be so serious. Can you put Sentinel link in the chat again, Austin? Yeah, I could do that for you, bro. But the good part is that like I said, the good part about the good part about these indicators here is that majority of these actually hit. So go save this in your bookmark. Like go bookmark it. So you can actually see it. I think it's super. I think it'd be actually good for most people to track this. Not saying that they all have to hit to be like, hey, we've reached the top type of thing. But I mean, it's definitely positive to follow these things. Texas just bought it. Wow, dude. XCL pull profits, double my money. Oh damn, dude. Yeah, red silver. It's definitely Austin's fault that everything is done. I just pinned the Sentinel thing up there for you guys. I'll take a look at it, dude. I made a lot from XCL. Yeah. No, some people did, right? Some people did. Some, I mean, and then some people were. I'm still holding mine. I get people get upset, but who knows what? Who knows why? Who knows why? People, that's crazy energy. Speaking of which, smash the like button. I appreciate you, Andrew B. I really think we need to move past the bullish bearish indicator metrics. The market is driven by good and bad news. You're right, Guy. I will give you that. I will get. We have moved into tabloid reactions. That's really what it comes down to. I would agree with you on that. But this is something that these are all indicators. The good thing is that indicators are just ways to help better trade, help give you better decision making. That's all these things are. And so I just feel like this is a good tool. I look at it, and I saw it here, and I was like, oh wow, Cointelegraph actually posted about it, so I'm going to put it out here. So also right here, Bitcoin is currently printing a hidden bullish divergence on the weekly time frame. Selling pressure is easy, momentum is bottoming. Weekly RSI is likely to reverse soon. If this hidden bullish divergent confirms, the next leg is usually a strong continuation rally. We know this before. We see it here. They give you little examples of what a hidden bullish divergent looks like. And then obviously momentum. I think this is actually looking pretty good, dude. Like, I think that we are in a pretty good spot right now. Obviously, we have to continue to rally out of this. It would be nice for us to reclaim maybe into the 90s, into the 95. It could be a slow and steady run, but we are sort of seeing these patterns start to develop here. And again, we haven't hit a new low. This didn't come down and hit this level here at 72. We stayed up here at the 89 marker, or sorry, the 80,000 marker, roughly, give or take. And we didn't create this new low. So we are kind of trying to ride this to the next level here, which is nice. I round trip my XCL. 35x is enough. We want XCL, $100. Always say take profits. Yeah, dude, you should. I mean, people should take profits. I should take profits, but I have a hard time doing that. I don't I don't preach, right? XCL 90% down. Yeah, it's down. It's been, obviously it's been a downward trajectory. I mean, it's still up from pre-sale, which is crazy, right? I think I'm still up like almost a 3x on my bag. I haven't looked at it today though. It could be more. I haven't looked at it. 2-4. Yeah, dude, I'm still a 3x on my bag though. That's the crazy part is, dude, people get all upset, but it's still a 3x. 90% down. XCL is a 4x. Yeah, 4x up, bud. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. When you start to look at it like that. I mean, like, yeah, it could be down. I mean, Bitcoin, our greatest, crypto out there, was almost 25% down. I mean, we had XRP. XRP was 50% down. I mean, that's kind of crazy, right? I mean, XRP, the number 3 ranked crypto in the world, was down 50% 2 weeks ago. Or a week ago, not even 2 weeks ago, a week ago. I mean, it's kind of crazy when you start to look at that kind of stuff, right? It's all a matter of how you can build it back. Just got here. Anything new with the Sentinel? Just that it's in pre-sale right now, and yeah, it's already giving out rewards. That's kind of cool part about it. It's already giving out the reward side of it. Also, Austin has the right to make money and buy or sell XCL. All he sees fit, as long as not lying to people. Yeah, seriously, we are here to exchange ideas. I know. That's all. We're here to exchange ideas. People can be upset. Yeah, I try not to, and that's why I just try to keep my bag open for everyone. You can just see what it is, dude. You can just see it. XCL is 6 weeks old, and people crying about how long-term life making millions. Yeah, it's pretty new. It's still a pretty new project. It's crazy. It launched October 1st. It hasn't even been out 2 months yet. But it is what it is. It's okay. People, like I said, the best part about crypto is that some people like it, some people don't, right? Some people like projects, some people don't like projects. Some people still hate XRP. Some people still hate Bitcoin. So, it's just kind of just chalk it up for what it is. I mean, you're not going to please everyone. Actually, you can never please everyone. There's always going to be someone that's going to complain. You can give the best. You could be the best person in the world. There's so many things out there where you could be the best person in the world. You can do the best things in the world. You can do all these things, and still people will be upset and not happy with it. So you just realize you can never please everybody. You just got to go out here and just have fun doing it, enjoy it, present it, decide if that's what you like. If you don't, you don't. Move on, right? Nobody would have been too mad if you took your initial out. Yeah, I know. It's all good though. Well, I think this is a big step forward, dude. Midwest Reef. I know we're getting to the Acceler side here, and maybe I'll share this. I'll share this maybe a little bit, but I think what they're doing is the correct path. I mean, dude, that's what Acceler's biggest hiccup was, is trying to get money to go through the protocol. Simple as that. So I think they're trying to address that. But so we're seeing here more into the bullish side here. Obviously, another one right here. Bitcoin has found the support at the 100-week moving average. Key structural level that previously acted as a dynamic resistance before its breakout was triggered in 2023. As you guys saw this, we actually put this up on the chart here before. we knew that this 100-day EMA was like the level here. We hit this multiple times, and now we come back down and hit this again. And this is actually acting as support rather than resistance. And this is actually, if we can bounce off this, we will hit that next leg. So this is another good positive bullish thing that we saw here. Also, right here, we talk about the euphoria in crypto. And this leg right here is actually a nice little curve that shows where we actually hit these levels. And you can see that we actually haven't even got close to hitting the euphoria stage of crypto. This trend shows that we're going up to about 160, and that's before we actually get into the euphoria stage. I mean, we have to break over the 160 before we get to euphoria. And so when you're looking at these from the previous, this goes back to 2018. I mean, this curve right here is actually showing exactly that. The question is, can we actually break through that 160 and into the 200,000 for the euphoria stage? Again, some people say it is, but some people say it isn't. I decided to engage it with Dave's, and anyone who holds a hateful mindset, yeah, people should support each other, not trash on investments, unless it's Cookie. Andrew, that's a good comment, dude. That's good. I like that. Fried to go to the dashboard on Set homepage. Oh yeah. The Sentinel's dashboard's pretty good. Could there be a sell of around Xmas? People need money. Yeah, I mean people do. MJ Cole, I get it, dude. World Liberty Finance, dude. World Liberty Finance got totally beat up, bro. I mean, it's trying to make a comeback now. It got beat up pretty bad though. So here's something that actually was pretty cool right here. I don't know if you guys saw this. It says short-term holders bear market. So we'll probably look back at this period as a bear market. That was a full-blown short-term holder bear capitulation. And it says, and many still take some time to work. It may take some time to work through this. You can see the red dot doesn't flash often, but when it does, we're actually sort of seeing what the next steps are. Look, we actually went below certain levels that we didn't hit in the previous drops. And it says, perhaps we're in a new, more mature Bitcoin market. No blow-off tops, contain downside structure, monetized. So what this is saying is that basically a lot of this has to do with the short-term bears and short-term bulls. As you guys know, short-term meaning Bitcoin held for less than 155 days. And a lot of that was driven. A lot of people were selling at losses. That's an unfortunate thing, dude. When people are actually selling at losses, kind of a downer. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of crazy to me that people, because we know that 99% of the people that were holding Bitcoin in short term, meaning 155 days or less, 99% of them were in the red. And unfortunately, majority of them were actually selling. And that's just crazy to me, dude. Like, you're selling at a loss one of the best, crypto assets out there. One of the best assets in the world. I mean, it's at least in the top 10. And they're selling it in it just blows my mind. So a lot of that was driven for short-term holders that were actually getting out of their positions, which is crazy to think. So if let's see here, CZ Pardon hired on the crypto US advisors. Yeah, Christmas has never been good for crypto and tax season, but it's been good for the markets. You know what I mean? And again, we thought that October, November was going to be good. I don't know what December is going to bring. I really don't. I mean, like, our anticipation of what October and November was going to be isn't even like, it didn't do anything that I thought it was going to do, to be honest. I mean, to be frank with you guys, I thought it was going to do something completely different, and it just definitely didn't do that. So yeah, it kind of sucks, dude. Kind of sucks when you think about that. So I like this one. You want some hopium? Here, I'll give you some hopium. Bitcoin was at the exact same point at the exact same time in 2015. It then shot up 45% and finished the year up 33%. So maybe we're in the same point now, right? Different time, different. I mean, look at the maps are completely different, right? The pumps are different. How this actually worked out is different. I mean, this is the 2025 is in the red, 2015 is in the blue or black, depending on how you're looking at it. But we're at the exact same point, and knowing that December actually had a massive rally out of it. So maybe this happens. Like I said, I guess we'll pump some hopium out there. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. And if it doesn't do that, then yeah, maybe this jail guy is right, and I pumped you guys full of hopium with Bitcoin. So, do you think, man? I appreciate it, Tony. Yeah, Santa Rally baby and calling for it. I think a lot of people are calling for it, dude. Got in at 13 cents on World Liberty Finance. Now at 18%. 18%. That's good, dude. Hell yeah, you don't say. Ask twice. What are you saying, K Bowers? Yo, what's up? What's up, Brodick? But so this is exactly the same time, same point, same exact level, same exact price. I wouldn't say same exact price, but same exact point in terms of where we're at. Again, this is on the Bitcoin seasonality. So this guy does a good job of putting all the Bitcoin seasons together and moving it on an average. That's why I like about Timothy. He actually does a lot of that good stuff. Yo, guys, did he sell me? Dude, there's actually some videos out there with Diddy in his cell, and yeah, it's crazy. It's funny. So if we want to pump ourselves full hopium, realize that we're at the same level, and then we shot up 45%. So this actually could turn out to be very, very good, dude. It's all Austin's fault. Yeah, I know. Again, I was asking, where do you get to see when the whales buy or sell? Oh, you could go to dude, just go to Arcam, dude. Arcam's like great for this stuff, dude. Arkham, I'll put it down below, but yeah, Arcam, it's an Intel platform, as you guys know. I pulled it up before on here. You can literally type in, dude, you could type in Trump, you could type in BlackRock. Look at that, BlackRock strategy. You can type in Wintermute. You can see anything that you want here. You can even type in Trump, dude. Like Trump pops up, like Trump. Look at Trump media, official Trump, Donald Trump. You can see all this stuff, right? You can see whoever you want as far as a whale goes. You can see Michael Saylor. So a lot of people come in here and they actually look at these funds. I mean, you can see Grayscale's in here, great Grayscale. I mean, and you could just type it in and look at the fund, and then you'll be able to track. Like you can see like when they're selling. I mean, like let's take a look at BlackRock. BlackRock's obviously the most black holes. The first one pops up here. You can see BlackRock's obviously the most trending entities to be looked at. And you can see, I mean, this is exactly what's happened. So now they came back and they're buying right now. So earlier today they sold, and now they're actually coming back and buying. So here you go. You can see over here the last 3 hours, they've actually been buying Bitcoin, so they came back, they sold it. You can see earlier this morning. Let's go back here. Earlier this morning, they were selling. Look at that, dude. They were selling 6 hours ago. And then boom, now they're back into buying this. So obviously they're buying 3K in ETH. I mean, this is the stuff that you want to see right here, them purchasing this stuff in the hot wallet. So you obviously want to see that kind of stuff. Also, you can go back and you can look at Grayscale. Let's see like what Grayscale's doing. Boom, let's take a look at Grayscale's fund here. Grayscale's buying the shit out of Ethereum right now. They're actually buying a crap ton of it. Holy crap. So again, these are the kind of things you want to see. We'll see, you go over here and you can look at, what was it? Strategy. Previous MicroStrategy, and you can see, they bought a little bit of Bitcoin about 21 hours ago. They sold. You can see right here, strategy moved it. I wouldn't say he sold it, but he moved it. These are the ones where people get all upset about this, and all they did was just move it into custody. They didn't actually sell it; they just moved it. But people get all finicky about that stuff and like, oh, they sold it. It's like, no, they're not selling it; they're moving it. So you got to be careful with that too. You got to make sure you click on it and can actually see where it goes. You can track this on the blockchain. So just make sure you're doing that. It's a pretty cool tool. Like I honestly like Arcam's is super legit, dude. Let's see here. So did the last coin he was no. What did 50 Cent do? I have no idea. He did a lot of things, bro. XCL next move is a wallet. They need to build they need something else. Wallets are crazy, dude. Let's see here. Again, I was asking where do you at? That's where you go to see it, dude. The cent pre-sale is definitely hurting the XCL chart in the short term. Yeah, it probably is a little bit. Hello, team. Hey, Austin. Hey, what's going on, Potter? Good to see you, man. Austin, now the question would be, what kind of time delay is on that? So do you buy before the dip, or they was avoided the time delay? There's no time delay. They actually, if you're at you could put up, I think you can actually sign in and create alerts on this. So I think a lot of people put alerts, and you could trade off the alerts on this if you chose to. So yeah, I mean, if they're selling, I mean, obviously you'd want to sell, right? So that's kind of where it's at. 50 Cent and me patiently waiting for 589. Are you waiting for 589, dude? Yeah, whatever happened to Hanok, by the way, dude? Like, where did that guy go? Where did that guy even go, dude? He just dipped out. He's totally out of here. Hanok was best well to learn from. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. So there we are. So that's where you can go see it right now. Also, something that's more bearish here is more than 8% of the total Bitcoin supply moved in the past 7 days, that's wild, dude. 8% of the total Bitcoin supply. So the last two times this happened was in March of 2020 at 5,000 and December of 2018 at 3,500. Each time we've actually, you can see over here, every time that we hit this number here, which again is 8% of the total right here, which is where this dash is. We actually just hit this. I think we hit this. I think it was a 7-day marker, but I think we hit this on Saturday or something like that. But you can see right here, last time we hit these, we had nice little runs after it. And so again, another indicator. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen here. I'm just saying it's another indicator out here on Glassnode that shows that these have a potential to have a correction here. We have a downturn here where these moving of 8% or more. And anytime that actually happens, we have a massive rally. You can see anytime this actually gets pretty crazy. The only time it actually came down was in 2014, where we hit the top up here and we had a massive sell-off. And then eventually we hit up right here and we carried ourselves out of here. But even over here, every time we've hit these, we've had massive rallies. Even right here on this massive, where 14% of all Bitcoin back in 2013 moved, we had a massive rally right here. So anytime this actually happens, we seem to rally out of it. Anytime we have these peaks right here. So even right here, we had a massive pump right here. So again, this was 2022. This was the bottom of the bear market right here. And you can see we continue to fall. But, that was obviously the FTX thing right there. But anytime we have these spikes right here, it's actually shown to be kind of beneficial for crypto. You can see this spike right here, hit right here. This spike right here, hit right here. We had a nice little rally after that. So again, something to look at. I think it's actually pretty good. I currently have entry and gold mining claims for less, sell for less than the cost of an ounce. Damn, Brodick. I'm selling my last bill, a little bit of XRP at 240, 250 and throwing it all in XCL and Cent. Oh, damn, Anthony. Anthony coming in hot. You think Trump's going to partially disclose extraterrestrials? You think so, dude? That'd be crazy, man. 56. Yeah, that's funny, dude. The whole ET thing, the whole alien thing is kind of wild. So this right here, I think is actually, I've showed this indicator. This was a rainbow indicator that was on here yesterday. But a lot of these are where the targets are going based off where things are going. So what's cool down here is they create these this little this is called the theory sine waves right here. It's the halving cycles theory sine waves that you can see right here. So November 28th is obviously where this goes. And then November 28th to 2026 is where the cycle ends. So you can see there's a 2-year cycle in between here. And anytime that we actually hit this level here, we seem to peak out. And so people are saying that, we actually haven't hit this peak yet because the cycle actually we haven't actually came together yet. So usually when it starts to come down halfway through the cycle, we tend to hit our all-time highs here. And every time we've done that, it's actually worked out pretty spot on. And so what this is saying is that we actually haven't hit that. It's called the -0 crossing for this using the theory sine waves. And we haven't got close to that yet. So again, just another indicator out there showing more bearish than bullish on here, that maybe Q1 or Q2 of this year is going to, actually do pretty well. Maybe we are in for a nice little run there. Mononoke, dude, Mononoke was a crazy time, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. That was some crazy ass times. Mononoke. Oh man. This is right here. Obviously another one here. There's a 95% chance that the bottom's in. So a lot of people are actually thinking that the bottom's in based off of where we're at. And 95% chance, that's actually a pretty high chance. It says we can never give ourselves 100% certainty on anything, but what we can do is use key indicators as basically using key indicators to decide what's going to happen here on bottoming here. If we include the daily, weekly RSI, you got the liquidity, you got the chart confluence, and then you got USDTD and CME gap being closed. When all those things come together, you obviously create this picture of a bottom here. And I would agree. I think that we're pretty damn close to the bottom. I said this over the last couple of days. I think that we formed a bottom pretty nicely. Does XCL offer reflections? These are my reflections. I'm having trouble with investing. We're always accepting new applications. My EBT journey. That's funny, dude. But I thought this chart was actually pretty cool here. I don't know if you guys have seen this. I thought this chart was actually pretty cool. Going through the different years here. So you have basically what this is the Bitcoin power curve. And I thought it was pretty cool. You go through, here's the curve that's created. Okay. And then you obviously have the time of 3 years ahead of support. Every time you go up here and you create the lines, that's the same cycle we just looked at. If you guys remember, that's the rainbow cycle. This is how it's created, right? And it's showing that each of these times we actually hit certain levels here. So You got June 23 of 2013. You got June 23rd of 2017, June 23rd of 2021, and June 23rd of 2025. Each of these levels were hit. And then you can see where we obviously grow off of these and we move it up here. And so what they're saying here is that if you take those same levels that we reached on those on average, which are 2012, 2016, and 2020 and 22, and you move those up to move the average up here, we haven't even got close to the height of where we were. So this is basically an overlaying 4-year cycle, expecting strong Q3 and Q4. So again, how this plays out, I don't know, but it's just nice to like look at these overlays here and see that I don't think that we're anywhere near where we were or where we were expecting to be. I mean, like I think that we have a chance to continue upward based off this. I knew that profile looked too familiar. Nancy Pelosi gets her news from Austin. Oh, dude, that's so funny. What's up, Alex? And then here's the battle, dude. If you guys see right here, this is actually hilarious, dude. So NVIDIA responds to the news of Meta using Google's TPUs, sending NVIDIA stock minus 6% lower. As you guys know, this is the battle of the AIs right now. So waking up today and seeing that NVIDIA is down 6% is kind of crazy. But obviously, this is on the news that Meta is using Google's TPUs. It says NVIDIA says that they are delighted by Google's success and they continue to supply Google. They also say NVIDIA is a generation ahead of the industry and offers greater performance, versatility, and fungibility here. So they're actually coming out here saying that it's the only platform that runs every AI model and does it everywhere computing is done. So, like, I mean, the AI wars are heating up right now, and it's just funny to actually see these large companies come out here and battle this out live on X. Dude, like, X is crazy, dude. But you basically have Google and you have Meta. You have NVIDIA. All of them are fighting for this AI. Who's going to hold? Who's going to be superior in AI? And NVIDIA comes out and basically trumps them all. It's not even close, dude. Yeah, they don't have. I don't think BlackRock has XRP, dude. I don't think that they've held XRP cave hours. At least that's what I'm aware of. I've never looked at. Let's actually take a look. I never actually looked at it. Let's see, BlackRock. Token balance history. I don't know where they're they don't have their assets right here. Yeah, they don't have any. And you gotta think some people could drop. So some people could airdrop tokens into these wallets, right? These wallets are out here. And so like, MOG, all these things are probably people who have dropped their MOG in there. You know what I mean? Like, Shiba or Shy or whatever this is. Like these are people actually just like donating tokens, like airdropping tokens to these wallets. I don't think they actually went out there and purchased these. Because you can see the values of which they hold. I mean, they're kind of people just like doing it for anyone can do it. It basically is what it comes down to. I haven't been around much myself. Good to see you. Yeah, get the mics. I appreciate Potter. Glad you're here, dude. Crab Gabriel, what's up? Hello, Austin. What's going on, buddy? Austin, we need 3-year membership, new emoji. That's true. We probably do, dude. I need to work on that, dude. Will the Pure Wallet token show up in my wallet automatically when they launch? Yeah, they should. Any pre-sale should be like that, dude. Oh my God, what coin he was showing? No, you're ridiculous, dude. I'm hoping for a nice crypto pump before Christmas so I can move more profits over into Cent and XL. That'd be nice, right? It'd be nice. Yeah, Sentinel. I actually came on here yesterday. I purchased them yesterday just to see how it played out. I went over here and looked at the dashboard. It's down to 8.62 USDT. It was at 10, so obviously this is continually growing over certain performance here, and then your rewards are given based off of that. And so so far it's down to 8.62 because as you guys know, more people that buy, obviously the percentage of reward share goes down. So it'll be interesting to sort of see how this plays out. But yeah, there's people out here that are actually holding a pretty good amount. I think someone said they had like 120 in rewards yesterday, which is crazy. So like that's pretty damn good, dude. So rewards are already here, which can be claimed after pre-sale for Sentinel. So I did buy $1,000 yesterday of this. Definitely probably be buying some more, but yeah, that's kind of cool. I wouldn't even send BlackRock my fingernail clippings. Awesome. Before you go, did you check out the new XRP ETF tracker? I did not. The term is it this one right here? The one that I displayed yesterday, dude? This one? This is the one I was looking at yesterday. I don't know if that's the one you're talking about, Andrew B, but it's pretty bad. I think it looks pretty cool. I do not, Potter. So you can only buy Cent with ETH. Yeah, that's correct, Scott. Yeah, it's ETH. I wouldn't even send. That's funny, dude. No, this one's better. Which one is it, dude? Which one? Which one is? Send it to me in Discord, dude. At me in Discord, and I'll take a look at it. This is the one I was looking at yesterday. I was like, that's actually pretty cool, dude. I mean, like, it's different, but you know, these ETF trackers are kind of cool. Any news about the Pure Wallet? I don't have any news, Anthony, about the Pure Wallet, dude. Like I said, the only one that's actually come out, the only one that's actually project that's come out as of late is Sentinel, dude. I mean, there's not a lot of new projects that I'm aware of, to be honest with you guys, or at least projects that are legit. How do you see your rewards for Cent? Friedrich, you just basically just go to the dashboard right here, and then you'll be able to see the rewards. So if you bought, you'll be able to see how much your tokens are, how much you actually bought them for, and then you'll actually see how much the performance was of the of Sentinel yesterday in terms of their trading. And then you'll be able to see your USDT and rewards, which again will be you'll be able to claim in ETH at the end of the pre-sale, which is kind of cool. Yeah, send it to me. Okay, let's see if you send it to me over here. This one. Okay. Oh, okay, this one right here. Let's take a look. Oh wow. Dashboard. Oh yeah, that's cool, dude. XRP Insights. I like it, dude. View the official info. 21 shares launching on November. That's good. I like seeing that. Yeah, it looks good, dude. I like these ones. I think any of these ETF trackers are kind of cool, dude. Yeah, they're all pretty cool, dude. Appreciate that, man. It even shows the inflows. Yeah, you're seeing right here. Yeah, you got daily volume of 5.9 for Canary Capital. You got 7.7 for the Rex Osprey, and you got 9.9. There's actually a lot of money coming in on that. Holy crap. XRP locked is about 67 million, 149 million. Gosh, dang, Canary. I mean, these are great. These are great for crypto. You know what I mean? Awesome Monad doing okay. Launched yesterday. Yeah, dude. Monad actually, I looked at Monad yesterday, bro. Actually came back around, right? I mean, I had to look it up on Coinbase because I was like, dude, it was weird looking at it on CoinMarketCap. And the reason why is because I just felt like the numbers weren't correct, like on CoinMarketCap. So I looked it up on Coin. Yeah, it's come back nicely, dude. Up about 39%, right? Looking really good, actually. Sitting around 4 cents now. So yeah, kudos to everyone that got into Monad. You know, yeah, it's a nice little slow return. It's actually better to have a slow return than an actual spike. Here, I'll pull it up over here on CoinMarketCap. Let's go to Monad. Back at 101 here. Yep, about 64% now from where it was yesterday. So yeah, it's good to see this come back out of it. You could have got it down here. It's about up about 100% from where you could have got it at 2 cents right here. So yeah, looking pretty good. It did launch at 3 cents, so it's up about 62% right now. But if you were able to get in here at the 2 cent marker, you'd be up about 100% on your investment right now, which is great, right? That's good. That's a good one. CES is coming up. I hope people from the A team go. Yeah, dude. I'm hoping to. I think it's going to be. I think NS Labs and Pure Wallet are going to be there again. So I might try to make it down to Vegas for CES again. I was going to originally go down there last January, but I just didn't have the time with all the kids stuff. So maybe this time I can make it. Austin, I'm still fired up that Fox One broke his silence for the first time on X on my post. Yeah, I saw someone was telling me about that on the X Face last night. That's pretty funny. Waiting on Gonad with the hat Inu meme coin. I think I'll get $1 billion, then take some for the pre-sale. Okay, damn, bro. You talking about pre-sale for Cent? You know, and again, like people are going to be, people can be upset at Cent and whatever it's got going on here. I actually think it has a really good use case. Like I said, the only way that projects are going to be successful in this space is if they make money. If you can't find a way to make money in this space, you're going to have a really hard time being successful. And so it's good to see that Sentinel actually saw that with Acceler, knowing that Acceler is, the best case for Acceler is for money to flow through the protocol. Obviously, we all know that money needs to flow through the protocol of XCL for XCL to be for XCL to be used, and the relayers to be rewarded, and that means that the token holders will be rewarded. So the best part is that that's what they did. They came out here and they said, you know what, dude, like we're gonna launch Sentinel out here, which is a decentralized autonomous organism that's going to go out there and basically take from basically it's a bot. That's what it comes down to. It's basically a bot that's going to go out there and be deployed on centralized and decentralized exchanges. It's already currently doing that, and now they're going to come back through and share with the holders. And I mean, like they're burning Cent. They're going to come back and burn XCL. They're going to give rewards back to holders in Ethereum. And on top of that, it's going to run all money that's generated through the Fox formula, which is going to pay back or it's going to give rewards back to anyone that's actually a relayer for the XCL side of things. So this is actually a full. I mean, it's not like it's. I know some people think it's taken away from Acceler, but I actually think this is what's going to fuel Acceler. Like I think this is the fuel for Acceler. They posted the gunpowder. The Acceler needs the gunpowder. I think this is the gunpowder, dude. It's up 150% on Coinbase. I don't know what that is. I'm not dumping Monad. I'll be adding on the dips though. Nice, dude. I think you should. I'm out, folks. Cheers. All right, Potter, take it easy, buddy. Later, Toolbox. Yeah, good to see you, buddy. Hope all is well. It's more about holding Monad for priority access for future ICOs. Definitely don't dump it. Gotcha. So people who bought Monad are holding it for potential future projects that can launch on it. Is that the whole goal here? It's on Coinbase, Uniswap, and most exchanges other than Binance. Yeah, I think isn't it? I think it's a Solana-based meme, right? Or Solana-based meme. Solana isn't it a Solana token? Do you think we'll be able to stake Cent just like we can with XCL? As of right now, I don't know if that's the case. I think it's just holding Cent actually gets you the rewards. You can see right here, just holding it, just buying it and holding it gets you the rewards right here. So it's all based off a percentage of how much you own here. So yeah. No, 30-day, is it not Solana? Okay, maybe I saw that when I clicked on this. Maybe like this is confusing because it says contract right here is Solana, but I mean maybe there's a Solana, there's a Monad right here. I guess. Oh yeah, I guess there's a right here is the blockchain. Okay, so it is a Monad blockchain. So I guess they do have an Explorer page right here. Okay, with integrations, CoinMarketCap does not have it listed properly at all. Yeah, they got to fix that. 30-day minimum for Coinbase if you want priority. Profit taking, that's the way to do it. Yeah, take some profits. We should all take profits. I say it, but I should do it. I don't do it enough. So, but yeah, I mean the pre-sale's done very well. Up to 532,000 raised. This is already trumping that of XCL in terms of raised. And still has 29 days left in the pre-sale. Wow, I got some Cent from Austin. I know that won't be for too much longer. I mean, Cent. This is like I said, everyone's going to have their own opinions on it, but I think what they're trying to execute here is the right thing. I think trying to make money in this space is the number one thing. And that's where most projects lack. Most projects don't have the infrastructure to actually generate money in this space. And I think with Cent's proven that can actually happen, and then it's going to fuel both that of Cent and XCL. Like that's great that they actually recognize that. So, kudos to them for doing that. I know people don't agree with it, but I mean, you got to do something. You got to do something. And at least they're recognizing it and taking action versus just letting a project dwindle away and or suffer, and the people suffer. So they're trying to do everything they can to actually bring value. So that alone right there shows me a lot. So can you all share some profits with poor folks like me? I'll give you my Cash App or wallet to donate. I won't bitch out with Cent. I'll drop 1 ETH minimum into this one. Andrew, it's because Andrew, because I know you weren't a big fan of Acceler. There's a lot of people out here that are not a fan of Acceler, dude, and actually dogged Acceler a little bit, and it's okay. Like, I mean, but I think Acceler outperformed. I think Acceler shocked a lot of people in their performance with how much it went up in price. And again, I think a lot of it has to do with just like there's just not a lot of good projects on Ethereum. I mean, there's good projects on Ethereum, but nothing new on Ethereum that's actually worth anything. And so, I think that kind of where Acceler came in, did very well. I think Sentinel has a really good shot at doing very well because you're actually seeing this. I was calling for what it was. It could have rugged me. We didn't know. That's true. I think a lot of people were on the lines of that happening here. And the good thing is that, I mean, now Acceler came out, did their thing. I think people can see that they're not out here to scam the community. They're not here to do any of those things. At least that's, you know, they could have done that before. So I still bought it. Oh, you still bought in? Oh, I didn't. I guess when I read it, JM, I didn't take your comment as negative. So sorry if I read that way. I didn't read it like negative in my head. How did I read it? Let's see. Well, I got more sent than Austin. Oh, you're saying you got more sent? No, yeah, you got more sent than me. Like I didn't read. Sorry, if I read that wrong. No, you got more sent than me. Like you own more than I do. I get what you're saying, dude. Yeah, no, that's how I took it. It's a great working project for XCL. It's a brilliant idea. What send is going on? I think so too, JM, for sure. Love the I gotcha. I love the content, bros. Keep it up. Back to work for me. Hell yeah, dude. Well, have fun at work, man. What's up, my guy? Hey, Accountable Dreamer, what's going on, dude? Remember, fan said even Austin better sleep with one eye open on the day it launched. True. That's probably true. She tells me to do that every night, dude. So that's almost like, yeah, it's almost every night that happens. So yeah, pretty. Yeah, it's pretty good to see Monad up here, dude. I'll give you that, right? It's good to have a nice little launch. Sitting at 98, just broke 100. So shout out to them, dude. That's not easy to do. That's not easy to do at all. Yeah, markets are kind of trending downward right now. Let's take a look at some charting here real quick before let's look at, we haven't looked at the charts today, where we're at with things here. You can see right now that the 12 hours at the top right now, 4 hours working its way back down, which is what we thought. This usually could come back down and maybe hit a nice little bounce up right here. You can see usually we come down and hit this little line here right around 50% mark and bounce back up. You can see we tend to do that and then have a nice little bounce up, come back down again. So, you know, I would rather this just fully recover, maybe come back down, hit the bottom of this at 86 again, maybe recover and be better off. XRP is looking a little bit better. I told you guys this would probably come back down to like 216, 216, which hit about 216 right there was the bottom. This could come down a little further. And we have a nice little bounce back. The 4 hours definitely going to come back down. This could definitely come down and hit this 212 marker again, somewhere between these levels based off where the 4 hours going here. 12 hours at the top right now, which means this is going to eventually come back down again. How far does it go? It's a good question. Usually lose about 6%, right? It's about 6% where we lose 7%, 8%. So, where does this hit up here? We lose about 8%, 6 to 7%. This is right around 210. So maybe that's the bottom of that, to be able to take the next leg up is around 210. So, that's kind of where I'm at with that one. You can see here, XRP, obviously everything's up here coming back down, or starting XRP, H bar, maybe looking at 113, 0.13 or 0.14, somewhere in that ballpark. Yeah, it could probably fall somewhere in there. 4 hours definitely on its way down. 4 hours actually at the bottom. That's actually looking pretty good. I'm glad that the 4 hour came down pretty hot, actually. Day chart still working its way up. Yeah, we actually might not go down that much further. Might sit at the top of this. Might sit at the top of this 14. So yeah, looking pretty good. Put 1K into Sentinel, might as well, since I put 1K in XCL. All right, Shannon, there you go, man. XCL, we'll see $1 billion market cap. I mean, if it hits $1 billion market, that'd be crazy, dude. Hey, Austin, where do you see XL in the future? I think it's good to see. Obviously it's a brand. I mean, it hasn't been out for 2 months for Exceller. Exceller is still, working through some of their stuff. I think that it's good to see that they're knowing that there needs to be volume coming through the Exceller website or through the Exceller protocol here or the Fox formula. I think that's super important that they recognize that. And so that's why I think that the cent was deployed, was to be able to go out there and generate money to go through the protocol and get back to holders. I think that that's honestly what it was created for. So that's the right move. I mean, you have to for projects to sustain, you have to make money. You got to go out there and actually generate something, and that's what it's doing. So it's just basically saying like, hey, you either want to participate or you don't want to participate with it, but it's up to you. That's kind of how I look at it. XCL, yeah. How's Zach looking short term? How are you having a great day, man? I haven't looked at that ZEC. I think some people would probably like. I think there's a lot of people actually here that probably like that crypto. I've never even bought it before, dude. Isn't that ZBAC? Is that what that was? ZBAC? Yeah. I never bought ZBAC, dude. So I'm sure some people probably like it. Made $6 on Sentinel. Hell yeah, dude. Hill by Andrew, you already made $6. Hello from Kenya. What are your thoughts on Pepe? Pepe is good, dude. It's a good. I mean, it's a meme coin. If you like memes, I don't think it's bad. I mean, it's going to go up with just people buying it, nothing more, nothing less. So, you know, going out, fam. Thanks. Yeah, Alexi, thanks so much for being here. It's ZBCN here. Yeah, ZBCN here. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting, but I think the markets are, we're going to we've gone a little flat here over the last 24 hours. 0.82 down about 0.13. Markets are kind of flat. I mean, the stock market's looking good. I mean, it really is. This is true. I've seen that, dude. This is true. Going, what did it say? Going from hopefully Cent and XCL do better if we are in a bear. Yeah, I would hope so too. Accountable Dreamer, thanks so much for becoming a new member of the A team. You're officially now a member of the channel. Welcome, my friend. Thank you so much, dude. Yeah, it's good to see you, Hogzilla. Traded all my Z back for Sentinel. Damn. It's like I said, there's a lot of projects out there. There's a lot of people have their own opinions on projects, dude. Like we all know that, and it's okay. It's okay to have opinions and like things and not like things. Some people like things, some people don't. It's okay. Tangent was taking their time sending out my wallet. Oh, what did you send out your Tangent? But I feel like people have been having some issues with Tangent lately, dude. Like as much as I mean, like obviously people like their Tangent, but it seems like Tangent's been having some issues lately. Kind of funky. Kind of funky how that's working out. Like what? What are you seeing on Ethereum? Let's take a look at Ethereum, dude. Ethereum's actually looking pretty good, dude. It's actually hovering pretty nicely. Day chart's working its way up. 12 hours just reached the top up here. 4 hour, it'd be nice if we came back down here and hit this and reached a new level here. I don't know if I necessarily want the 4 hour to fully reset yet. Do something like we saw here where we came down and then we rose back up here. It'd be nice to get back into these levels. I want to get back into 3,000. I guess that's maybe I'm being selfish. I want to get into 3,000, but the 12 hour is still climbing up here. The day chart's just starting to peak up here. We could have a little blip here and then, have like a little blip and then a nice little climb again. We usually sometimes have those. But it would be nice to get back up into the 80% marker for ETH. We've already breached that with on the 12 hour here. So again, we're going into a holiday weekend. I don't know, market's going to be down. I don't know how it's going to play out. I don't know how the Thanksgiving. I mean, we've been at these levels before, and going into the end of November have actually been pretty good, dude. I'm trying to get it in on Sentinel pre-sale. Do you have a link? Yeah, it's actually Accountable Dreamer. It's I think I linked it to the top of the it's actually linked to the top of the chat. You can see right here. So, oh yeah, dude, look at this, dude. Bullish. So 73% of the people in here, we have almost 400 votes. 73% of the people are bullish and 27% are bearish. That's actually pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy to see that, dude. Got it. Okay, perfect, dude. Can you chart XRP real quick? Want to see what you're seeing on that 4 hour trend downward, but 1 hour and 2 hour bottom. Yeah, dude, we can take a look at that again. So what I guess the 4 hours usually pretty good here, and I don't know if it's gonna do a little hiccup like this. Usually we have little hiccups like this, and this is usually on Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday we have these little ride ups right here. So I think that it would be nice. Like I said, it came down and hit the 216, and it recovered nicely. And I said last night on stream, if you guys were on there, I said 216 is probably where it's going to come down to. And so I'm hoping that maybe it could come down just maybe a tad bit more here to 215, 214. Maybe we have a nice little hiccup here and we actually rise up a little bit. But I mean, we haven't really been able to do that for a while. I mean, we did it. We had a nice little trend of it consistently doing that, where we'd have it'd come down, then come back up, come down, come back up, come down. And we had a lot of these, but then it kind of lost that frame. Let me get this out of the way here. It kind of lost that trend, and so now we just kind of it's just been hard to guess where it's going to go. But if you look at the 12 hour, you look at what the 4 hours at, the 4 hours on its way down. So we actually want this 4 hour to maybe bounce off these. If you go back and look at these, usually the 4 hour, when it does this, like the 4 hour will bounce off of this level, or maybe a little bit before that level, and then bounce back up. So I continue to watch the 4 hour. If this 4 hour continues to drop below the 50 and we get down into like the 35, it's probably going to reach the bottom here. If not, we get the rejected here at the 50, we'll probably have a nice little bounce back. And so far, it's kind of looking like that might happen. 1 hour is at the bottom, which is obviously good for the next run up right here. It's been at the bottom for a couple hours now, since 1 o'clock this morning. Gosh dang. No, 1 o'clock. Yeah, it's been at the bottom since 1 o'clock. Dang, dude. So the hours actually been at the bottom for a while. I mean, this actually could look pretty good. We could have a nice little bounce back here. 12-hour can stay at the top. The day chart's working its way up here. So yeah, I mean, we could actually see a maybe 116 was that number. If not, we could probably come down here into the 112. But I wouldn't be shocked if we didn't have a nice little rally back upward going into Friday, dude. But it's a weird week, dude. It's a weird week. Knowing that it's a holiday weekend. Is there a smart contract number so I can add tokens to Tangent? I don't think there is one yet. The ZBCN is my biggest win. That's good, dude. I mean, in all reality, go back. Let's actually look at some of the liquidation events that are happening. You can see it's kind of gone flat. As you guys know, the longs took out some of the shorts yesterday. The ratio was definitely flipped. And for some reason, it's taking forever. Let's go. There we go. And yeah, the shorts have definitely been taking out the longs. Very flat. Look at this over the 24-hour chart. You can see, I mean, 154 to 147, 110 to 74. So it's kind of gone flat. It's going to be interesting, dude. 998,741 traders were liquidated in the last 24 hours, 302 million. That's crazy. What's up, GS? Good to see you. So I guess when I look at this, I mean, I still maybe feel like there's potential for some longs to be put in based off where some of these things are. And maybe I'll have to see. Where do you see Acceler go in the future? I think it's going to continue to do well. I mean, as long as you can continue to drive money or profits through the formula to drive the formula and be able to continually, buy back and burn it, I think you could do good. Seller's new Telegram link, really? Oh, what's the new link? Is there a new Acceler link? It sucks that they actually got the it sucks that they actually got their Telegram taken down. Even though I'm not a Telegram person, I'll never join it. I think Telegram's ass. Austin, love you, dog. See you tomorrow. All right, bro. Appreciate you, Anthony. If cent works, then XCL is gonna go to 5 cents. I think it could do really well. You got to have a driver, dude. You got to have a driver. You got to have something coming in. Is anyone else having trouble connecting their wallet to the XCL site? I'm not. What's up, Jonathan? Good to see you, man. Let's see. I haven't done it in a while. Let's see. Enter the Acceler. I mean, my wallet's connected right now to it. How do you disconnect the damn wallet? I'm like, how do we disconnect this bad boy? Gotta figure out how to disconnect it. Gosh, dang. It says connected. Oh, it's probably my other wallet. That's why I got it. Yeah, it's probably my other wallet on that one. So I'll have to mess around with that one. But yeah, it's looking like it's not disconnecting. So maybe there is an issue because I haven't been able to disconnect. You need the privacy FOMO to hit in the bull not here yet. Yeah, it's getting there. Hey, Luke, what's up, man? DCA has been awesome the past few weeks. Hell yeah, dude. Good to see you too. Yeah, I haven't been able to connect it to my coin for a while. I still see my base wallet and Uniswap just not on the actual exit. So I think what I've been hearing that the base wallet has been having some issues. Maybe you have to go inside the base wallet in your phone and then go through that way. Go to the browser inside the wallet, go to Acceler, and then try to connect that way and see if that helps. Got to run. Okay, guy. Appreciate you being here, man. Have a great day as well, dude. I'll see you later, man. So see if you can do that, Jonathan. I don't know if that works or not, but that could be beneficial. Give it a shot at least. But I don't use base a whole lot. I try to avoid using base. I try to avoid it actually a lot. Yeah, no problem, guy. Appreciate you being here. I'm gonna go work out. Have a good day. Yeah, I'm probably gonna hop off here too, dude. I got some things I gotta get done. Yeah, I'm in the mood to make some content. In the mood to, I don't know, soccer. Got a lot of things going on. So holiday season's in full effect. I'm actually ready for Thanksgiving, dude. I'm ready for Thanksgiving, ready to eat some turkey, ready to hang out, watch some football, just chill. No soccer, no nothing. Are there any videos on Scent? I have XCL, but want to learn some more about Scent. I don't know if there is any Scent videos out there, dude. I mean, they just launched. Yeah, I don't know if there's any Scent videos. To be honest with you, I don't know. Is that you asking me to make you a Scent video, Fetty? Thank you again for the insight. Yeah, dude. I'll be. I'm gonna try to come on tonight, dude. I'm gonna try to stay on going in the evenings. Even the Wednesday evening, we're going to a hockey game, so I won't be able to stream Wednesday. Kids are actually really digging hockey, so we decided to go do a. We have a no soccer on Wednesday, so I was like, you know what, dude, let's go to a hockey game, and yeah, so we're gonna go watch some hockey. Kids actually really enjoy hockey. Hockey is actually really fun to watch in person. Don't really care about watching it on TV, but in person, it's actually good. Hell yeah, guys, not feeling good today, but I woke up just in time to sell the top of Monad. Now time to buy more XCL and start grabbing. All right, Observer, dude. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you feel better, man. My guy, happy Turkey Day. I hope you and the family enjoy it. Yeah, you too, Accountable Dreamer. Have a great day. You too, man. You'll have to make the Scent video wearing the fox mask, right? With the voice. Get the voice the changer. There's a lot of good info just not on the Scent page. That's true. There is a lot of good info on the Scent page. Go Sharks. Hello for XRP. Yeah, I was thinking like I said 216 last night. It hit 216. I mean, maybe it goes down to like 214, 212, maybe. But some things are looking like it could be a little bit more bullish than bearish, but that's just me. So Kraken plays your star tomorrow. Kraken. But yeah, guys, with all that, I'm gonna hop off here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I'm going to try to come on here tonight and kick with you guys again. Try to see if we can get some late night streams going again. We actually had fun last night, dude. Actually, some really good stuff came through. So with all that, thank you guys so much. Love you guys a ton. We're out of here. Peace out, everyone.